Hello, I am Mohammed Hamdi and we will discuss today some about anatomy of brachial plexus. We have 5 roots, 3 trunks, 6 divisions, 3 chords and finally terminal branches. So the rule is 5, 3, 6, 3. 5 roots, 3 trunks, 6 divisions, 3 chords and finally terminal branches. 5 roots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 trunks, superior, middle, inferior. Each trunk gives up to 2 divisions, anterior and posterior. So we have 6 divisions, 3 chords, lateral, posterior, medial. 5, 3, 6, 3. Roots come from the ventral rami of spinal nerves C5 to T1. Trunks shortly after emerging from the intervertebral foramina, the 5 roots unite together to form 3 trunks. Each trunk gives up to anterior and posterior division. Roots, trunks, and divisions. Roots C5 and C6, superior trunk. C7, middle trunk. C8, T1, inferior trunk. So superior trunk comes from C5 and C6. Middle trunk comes from C7. Inferior trunk comes from C8 and T1. Division. Each trunk divides into anterior and posterior divisions. Chords, and each chord is formed by lateral chord is formed by anterior divisions of both superior and the middle trunk. Anterior division of both superior and the middle trunk. Posterior chord comes from posterior division of the both 3 trunks. Medial trunk from anterior division of inferior trunk. So posterior comes from posterior division of 3. The lateral comes from anterior division of superior and the middle. And the medial chord comes from anterior division of the inferior trunk. Chords and branches. Lateral chord gives musculocutaneous branch. Posterior chord gives radial and axillary nerve. Medial chord gives ulnar nerve. So lateral, musculocutaneous, medial, ulnar, posterior, radial and axillary nerves. Medial nerve comes from medial and lateral chords. We have the photograph again. Roots C5 and C6 unite to form superior trunk. C7 give middle trunk. C8 T1 give inferior trunk. Each trunk divided into anterior by black in color and posterior yellow in color. So superior give anterior and posterior, middle, anterior and posterior. The chords, lateral chord comes from the anterior division of superior and the middle trunk. Posterior comes from the posterior division of both trunks, of both 3 trunks. 5 and C6. Middle trunk comes from C7. Inferior trunk comes from C8 and T1. Each trunk is divided into anterior and posterior. Anterior in black color and posterior in yellow color. Anterior division, posterior division. The middle trunk gives anterior division and posterior division. The inferior trunk gives anterior division and posterior division. The chords, the lateral chord comes from the anterior division of superior and the middle trunk. Posterior chord comes from posterior division of superior and middle and inferior trunks. Finally, medial cord comes from anterior division of inferior trunk. Lateral cord gives musculocutaneous nerve. Posterior cord gives axillary and radial. Finally, ulnar nerve comes from the medial cord, while median nerve comes from lateral and medial cords. Thank you.